Hi everybody, I want to just go over the homework answers from Monday night's homework. So in the book, we're in lesson 10. The kids in school are taking the map test. So we're just going to kind of take it easy. All we're going to do today is just go over these homework questions, and then we'll we'll find something to do in Zoom tomorrow. Okay, so what I did for this first homework question is I measured using my centimeter ruler, and I kind of made up numbers in last night's video, and my numbers were way off. When I measured, what I found was that side A was about 3.5 centimeters, side B was about 3 centimeters, side C was 5 centimeters, and side D was 7.5 centimeters. So from that point, remember what I did is I multiplied, because we had a scale of 1 to 30, I multiplied each of those numbers by 30, and that gave me the actual lengths of the sides of that playground. Now what we want to do is create another playground, another scale drawing of the same playground. And I'm going to use those numbers, the 105, the 90, the 150, the 225. I wrote those again in the second T-chart. And now because my scale has changed, I'm going to redo those numbers. Instead of multiplying by 30 going this way, I'm going to divide by 20 going this way. Again, I have a new scale here. And that gave me my new centimeters. And then I drew my picture. And the question was, question 2, how do the two scale drawings compare? And we talked about this in class. The scale drawing with the bigger scale is smaller, or we could say the scale drawing with the smaller scale is bigger. If we read through and highlight the lesson summary, this is the big takeaway here. The thing that I want you to remember from this lesson is to go from the smaller number to the bigger number, the actual size. We multiply by the scale factor. If we want to go the other way, we take the actual size and we divide by the scale factor, and that will give us the scale size. So we already wrote that down. We might want to write it down again. We have a little formula, 2 little formulas to figure out those numbers. Okay, and here are the practice problems. First problem, I took out my centimeter ruler and I measured the sides of that swimming pool. It's really just a rectangle, right? We know it's a swimming pool because it's blue, but it's really just a rectangle. I measured the sides as being 5 centimeters and 10.5 centimeters. So a question is, how long and wide is the actual swimming pool? Well, it gave us the scale. 1 centimeter represents 1 meter. So that would tell us that the actual swimming pool was 5 meters long and 10.5 meters wide. So our next question says, will a scale drawing where 1 centimeter represents 2 meters be smaller or larger? And we know that the drawing will be smaller. Our scale got bigger, so our drawing will get smaller. So what I did here is, to make the scale drawing in question C, is I wrote those, again, the actual lengths in my T-chart. And now I'm going to divide it by that scale factor to get my new scale lengths. So my new scale lengths would be 5.25 centimeters, taking that 10.5 and dividing it by 2, 5.25 centimeters this way, and 2.5 centimeters this way. All right, so that was that particular question. The next one is asking about the map of a park. It has a scale of 1 inch to 1,000 feet. Another map of the same park, the scale is 1 to 500. Which map is larger? And it says, important here, explain or show your reasoning. I said the map with the 1 inch to 500 feet scale is larger. And the reasoning, my reasoning was that we need more inches to get to the actual size with the smaller scale factor. You could have said, yeah, something like that in different words as well. Could have made a chart for me. Whatever works for you, okay? But we do need to, whenever you're expected to explain yourself, make sure you give some words, give some reasoning for your understanding. In question number 4, it says quadrilateral Q is a scaled copy of quadrilateral P with a scale factor of 3. So we know that quadrilateral Q, which is not in the picture here, is going to be 3 times as big as quadrilateral P. So it would be 3 times as big that way, and that way, and that way, and that way. 3 times as big. So we have to remember what the word perimeter means. Perimeter means the size going around that shape. And we find that by adding up all of the sides. So I added 15 plus 7 plus 15 plus 25, and I got 62. So if Q is 3 times as big, that would mean this side would be 45. This side also would be 45. The top would be 21, and the bottom would be 75. So I multiplied all those by 3, and then if I add up those numbers, I get 186. Or another thing I know is that the perimeter, because of the scale factor, is going to be 3 times as big. So without multiplying each side individually, I could multiply every side together and get my 186. Either way, same answer. And then with our last question, it's asking you to identify the corresponding parts. And again, important thing here is we remember how we're naming these things. Angle ABC, ABC would be here. Its corresponding angle would be angle DEF. And notice again, no dashes, no commas, no nothing between those letters. We just name them in order. Angle BCA, well, let's see, angle BCA is up here. Its corresponding angle would be angle EFD. Segment AC, segments are named by 2 letters. Segment AC has a corresponding segment over here of DE. And segment BA, that's here, corresponding segment is ED. All right, so just some practice problems. We're not going to do much else today. If you're looking to do more math, I would suggest you start homework number 5 in Schoology, which is due on Monday. All right, I'll talk to you in Zoom tomorrow. And then, Bravo kids, you will be taking the map test on Thursday. So I'll see you next on Friday. Okay? Actually, I'll see you in homeroom on Thursday, and then I'll take you downstairs to take the map test. All right, guys, have a wonderful, terrific Tuesday. Bye-bye.